Hey guys, Steve Welch here, coming to you, being Toyota again, downtown Nashville. I've had a few people ask me this, so I kind of wanted to make sure that I could give you some information on certified vehicles, what constitutes a certified vehicle, and also don't get to where you're charged too much because somebody calls something certified. Um, here's kind of the gist of where the certified program comes from. Manufacturers wanted people to stay in their brand. So whether or not it was like a Toyota certified, a Lexus certified, they wanted to be able to keep a Toyota owner in a Toyota, a Ford owner in a Ford, a Chevy owner in a Chevy, something along those lines. So by making a certified vehicle, they could say, okay, look, you could save a few $1,000s, stay in our brand. We're going to certify it that it's been through a reconditioning, that it is a good vehicle, that it meets certain standards. Basically, what the manufacturer is saying is that we are giving our word that this vehicle is up to par with what we would want it to be, and there's usually set standards. Now, I can speak pretty confidently, obviously, on Toyota. I know about Toyota. Now, certain manufacturers will do different things. So, like on a Toyota, you have to have less than 85,000 miles on the car. Um, you have to have the tires have to be better than 50%, the brakes have to be better than 50%, no accidents on the Carfax, of course. You can't have made any major modifications to the vehicle. Like if you put tint on it, fine, you could have window tint, but if you changed it to mudder tires or put a new suspension under a Tundra or something like that, they won't certify that car. It doesn't have factory parts on it. So you either have to put the factory parts back on it to be able to certify it, or you just sell it as is without the certification. So there's a lot of things that you have to do to get to a manufacturer certification criteria. It has to, have been serviced. It has to come through all these different things. Have to be. And Toyota's got 160 point. There's other manufacturers will have, maybe they have 180 point, maybe there's 120 point. It depends on, what they consider a point, of course. So there's some that might consider the brake system 1 point. Some might break it down into, the brake pads, the brake calipers, something along those lines. So you could add 3, 4, 5 different points. Realistically, just know that when it's manufacturer certified, it has to have passed some stringent um, uh, criteria is, I guess, the word I'm looking for there. Because usually what happens too is they're going to offer you some type of free roadside assistance, which Toyota does for a year. They're going to offer you a warranty, which Toyota does a 12-month, 12,000 mile comprehensive warranty, and up to 100,000 mile up to 100,000 mile powertrain warranty when you have a certified vehicle. So that being said, Toyota wants to make sure that the dealership's done their part because they don't want to have to obviously pay out on that warranty. So they will, don't get me wrong, but they don't want to have to. So they want the dealership to have certified that it met those criteria. That way Toyota knows exactly what the vehicle's like and is as close to knowing, what the vehicle looks like as possible. Now the other thing you can get is usually you get better interest rates on those vehicles, just because they're certified, and then you also have a higher resale value on those vehicles. So if you look up on like Kelley Blue Book or Edmunds or something like that, and you're looking at a fair purchase price for a vehicle, a lot of times it will ask you, is this vehicle certified? And once it's certified, they obviously will add some value to that, because that warranty, that inspection, knowing what minimums are, make that vehicle sometimes thousands more valuable to buy, because you're not going to have to do anything to it. Now, here's where you need to watch out. I've seen dealerships that, now keep in mind, let's start there. Dealerships, if it's not a branded dealership, so if you're going to buy a Honda at a Toyota dealership and they don't have a Honda division, they cannot factory certify that car. You can't factory certify a Mercedes-Benz at a Toyota dealership. They don't allow that. You have to go back to that same manufacturer to be able to get a true certified car. So what a lot of these secondhand dealerships will do is, I saw one that was just called Certified Cars. Well, and they said every one of their cars was certified, but they didn't tell you certified by who. There's no criteria to how they're certifying it. Unless they broke it down to you what they did, what their certification was, you really have no way of knowing. Now, That being said, I'm not saying that, just because somebody says they have a certified car or whatever, that they haven't done something extra to it. They may have. But the whole certified program came along from manufacturers certifying that their vehicle as a Toyota at a Toyota dealership is certified. It's been through all these things, and you've had factory trained technicians looking at it, things along those lines. Now, there's a cost to the dealership to certify it. They have to pay Toyota, they have to pay Ford, pay Chevy in order to actually put a certification on there. So knowing that you're going to have to put that certification on there, it raises the cost of the vehicle, also raises the value. A lot of those secondhand dealers have figured out, well, if you click certified on Kelley Blue Book or you click certified on Edmunds when you're looking at the value of the car, well, if they just call it certified, they can charge a couple thousand more and not do anything more to the car. So they're just trying to find a way that they can say, well, the car's not worth 18,000, it's worth 20 because it's certified. But it's not manufacturer or factory certified. It's not certified through any process other than somebody putting their finger in there and saying, hey, this one's certified. So you want to watch yourself for that. Now there are some, like I said, there's some aftermarket type dealers, some that are honest, and they'll actually say, look, we certify our cars will have at least this. Understand that that is not a factory certification. It comes with no factory warranty. It's probably only warranted if there is one at that local spot, or if they have 10 dealerships over the course of a region or something like that at those local spots there. They're calling it certified because people want to hear certified, but it's not certified in the way that you would think that it would be certified. So definitely I wanted to be able to tell you about that. I can tell you too that there are some manufacturer dealerships, which I know of one locally that's a Kia dealership, and they say all of their cars are certified. None of them are certified through the manufacturer. So there are different ways that even a branded dealership can call every car certified, but they never did anything other than just put it on their lot and said, hey, it's a certified car. They didn't do anything to it. They changed the oil, put it on the car, or put it on the lot. They didn't actually certify that vehicle. So you still want to look out for that. Ask that dealership, have you certified this through the manufacturer? Is my warranty through Toyota? Is my warranty through Honda? Ask them that question, because that's going to tell you a lot about it. Ask them for the documentation on the certification. Ask them for their checklist. They should probably be able to show you that. See what the mechanic looked at. See what the brakes measured at. See what, because all of that stuff's going to be on your certification, that your brakes passed, your tires passed, that they were at least at 50%, or they, and if you have a good salesperson, they can break it down and tell you exactly what was needed in order for that vehicle to be certified. Now keep in mind too, certified doesn't mean free of dents, free of dings, anything like that. You could still have a little dent, little ding. You're not going to have a crushed in panel. You're not going to have something that's had an accident on it, just because nobody wants to certify a vehicle that's had an accident, because they can be prone to have a few more problems. Even a minor accident, they still won't certify that. They don't want to certify something with bald tires. Obviously, it doesn't make any sense. Something with leaking oil, they're not going to certify that. So there's so many things that you have to do to certify the car that it makes a lot of sense to buy a certified vehicle. And I tell you, I bought a used vehicle myself. I bought a certified vehicle. When I could have bought one that it had different wheels on it, it was not certified just because it had an aftermarket chrome wheel. It was a little bit bigger wheel. I bought one that had slightly more miles, but was certified because I wanted that extra peace of mind, even though I work at a dealership. But it made it more valuable. It made it cost a little bit more, even though it had a few more miles on it, but it was worth it to me and my wife to do that. So always look at what makes sense to you. It might make sense to you to buy a car that's had a wreck on it, or buy a car that's not certified, because you can save, $2,000 on that car that's not certified. So if the money is more important, maybe you look for a non-certified car. I always suggest buying it from a reputable dealer. Always check out reviews, things like that. Make sure that the dealer you're buying it from has a good record on used cars. There's, a used car is a used car. You never know how somebody used it a lot of times. So they could have issues. If they do have issues, a lot of times the dealerships will help you with the issue that could pop up. nobody knows everything that's going to happen on a car. But like I said, just protect yourself when you're looking at a certified vehicle, and realize if you're looking at a true certified vehicle, or if somebody's just blowing smoke and telling you it's certified so they can charge you more for it. If it, like I said, if it's not, if you're going to even a store like a Kia store or a Honda store, if you see a non-branded vehicle that they don't have that brand, it cannot be factory certified. Just remember that. It's an easy way to know. If you're buying a Honda from a Toyota store, it's not factory certified. Even if they call it certified, it cannot be. So that's a good way. Just, if you're looking at a website of a particular dealership, look at an off-branded car and see if they call it certified. If they call it certified, then you'll know that they're probably not certifying anything through the manufacturer, or possibly even very few of them would be certified through the manufacturer just to keep a status, let's say, of having a certain number of cars certified. So just kind of watch out for what you're doing. Don't pay too much for your car that way. Know what's certified, what's not. Know what they've done to your car. Always ask the dealership what they've actually done to the vehicle. Most of the time they're not going to tell you what they have in it, but they can tell you if they change the battery, change the brakes, change the tires. A lot of times that actually makes more sense for them to do that, because a vehicle with new brakes is worth more. A vehicle with new tires is worth more. If they flush the transmission, it's worth more. All of those things would actually make more sense. So definitely watch yourself when you're buying a used car. Look at a new car, whatever you want to do, but certified used is about the best way to go if you're not going with new. Definitely give me a call here if you're looking for a new or certified used car, or even just, like I said, a used car. We're going to take good care of you here. Call me directly. My direct line here is 615-645-3039, and that does come to my cell phone, so you can text me on that as well. Text is the way that I usually will answer more often than not. So Steve Welsh, Beaman Toyota, downtown Nashville. Looking for your next car, definitely let me know. Happy to help.